Regarding Tesla shares, some individuals are optimistic while others are not so much. Ignore the doubters, pay attention to people who work alongside Elon Musk, those who spend their days at the company ensuring it runs like a well-tuned EV manufacturing machine. I don't disregard this information. Despite the company's share of difficulties and losses over the past few months, Joe Justice, a former employee who saw Tesla's extraordinarily high efficiency, stated that you should continue to be bullish on Tesla. According to this man, the business is doing well and will grow into the game-changing enterprise that it was always destined to be. Joe Justice made a number of forecasts in a recent interview, one of which was that the price of a share of Tesla stock may eventually reach $1 million. Joe Justice oversaw Agile at Tesla from the company's global headquarters in Fremont, California, in addition to serving as the company's creator and CEO of Wikispeed. Joe's primary source of revenue is consulting on agile hardware and corporate reorganization, which he does to help multinational corporations improve their return on capital. In addition, he has given talks at TED.com and served as a guest lecturer at two esteemed universities, Oxford University and MIT. The development team and stakeholders must always communicate in order to carry out the Tesla secret procedure. In particular, the task will not follow a linear path after it has been with each team for a first cycle. Rather, it will alternate between the several production stages, starting with planning, going on to execution, and ending with evaluation. According to a former employee of Tesla, the company and its employees aim for walk-up to-do lists where they can just walk up to do tasks and should have a list of things that need to be done so they can automatically understand the procedure involved. Agile, according to Joe Justice, is the shortest responsible iteration cycle. It consists of one iteration followed by a reevaluation of the plan for the next week. The walk-up concept appears to be the most logical and clever idea because all it takes to understand is a 5-minute stroll up. You can see how much of an impact they can have by imagining the time you could save by employing this approach rather to scheduling protracted, boring meetings. This process keeps everything organized, guarantees high output, and keeps an eye on whether or not everyone is following the company's rules and directives. Teams that have self-organized can undertake any tests that need to be done. By all means, machine learning is a viable alternative to artificial intelligence. According to Joe Justice, the company's contributions are assessed through a computerized method that makes a lot of sense because it removes unnecessary information and highlights the most important details, which, as Justice put it, improves workplace morale and productivity the moment a worker enters manufacturing mode. Owing to Tesla's inadequate thorough testing, he said that in old production people could make changes and improvements mostly because every car would still go through automated testing and they could access all of the testing suites for every car. Complete testing takes place following the yearly design of a model, and this automated testing suite is only used once per 1,000 automobiles. However, it needs to meet a number of extremely strict requirements. The completely automated testing will validate the construction quality, guaranteeing that it consistently maintains its top-notch quality. Additionally, it determines whether Tesla is prepared to test the chassis in other areas of the car. The production process causes this to differ from one car to the next, though. Tesla has improved its ability to adapt and provide higher quality results faster by putting a larger priority on its workforce. In June 2010, Tesla Motors Inc. launched its first public offering IPO on the NASDAQ, co-locating with the company's $2 billion valuation. Nonetheless, the stock price increased by almost 40% on the first day of trade, closing up 23.89% and raising little over $226 million, increasing the company's valuation to $2 billion. The public was misled into thinking that the secondary market shared the main market's fervor for the stock, despite a popular misconception to the contrary. Long-term viability concerns for Tesla are a result of the company's short operating history, significant volume losses, financial limits, volatility, and expensive costs. However, there were still causes for concern, including rivalry from well-established automakers and developments in battery technology. However, in comparison to its sector, Tesla's $895 billion market capitalization is a substantial growth. Considering Tesla's standing as a top technology company and its implementation of the Agile methodology, this is not shocking. Joe Justice disclosed that Tesla maintains a pleasant workplace culture and clarified that the company's 12-hour workweeks in regard for its employees are the primary drivers of their exceptional success. in a setting where their work and the goals that go along with it can vary significantly hour by hour. They are also incredibly adaptive teams that are always learning from one another. Joe Justice says it's a good thing that Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, doesn't care if he completed high school or not because it indicates that he understands that there's always a compelling business case to ignore it. Humans are, after all, incredibly powerful animals. Musk said in 2023 that he plans to move plants every 2 years in order to boost productivity tenfold in less than 10 years. By 2030, if this plan is implemented, the corporation will have accomplished its objective, This strategy seems to be working based on the company's internal corporate agility, aggressive swapping ability, and precision in fighting fires. Industry experts claim that each component of the automobile is built by dozens of Tesla production cells, and although the quality of each cell is adequate, Tesla continuously tests, learns from, and enhances the output and quality of each cell to produce an even better product. Tesla is continuously introducing new technologies, including gigapress, dry cell batteries, and new alloys to enable for significant factory output and speed gains, which speak well for the company's bright future, even though the stock is currently on the decline. Regarding the bull argument, Tesla bulls and bears hold different opinions. Jeremy Bauman asserts that Tesla continues to lead the competition in the market for electric vehicles. For the foreseeable future, Tesla should continue to lead the EV industry, even though it will face growing competition from both established rivals and pure-play EV companies like Rivian and Lucid Group. This is because it will take time for those businesses to ramp up production. 65% of the 525,000 electric vehicles registered in the US in the first 3 quarters of 2022 were Teslas. This percentage is anticipated to increase in the upcoming years. Tesla continues to lead its competitors by a wide margin. Up until the end of October of last year, the Tesla Model Y and Model 3 were the best-selling electric cars in Europe. The company is still well known in China, the biggest EV market, although consumers there frequently choose less priced EVs, in addition to its strong profit margins and shown operational proficiency. Tesla has a track record that should reassure investors. With an operating margin of 17.2% in the third quarter and ambitions to raise yearly output by 50% over the next few years, investors may expect the company to continue growing in revenue and earnings. But Park to Devotion's argument against Tesla is based on the company's high valuation in comparison to rival General Motors. The price of Tesla shares at only 0.9 is substantially greater than the earnings multiple. Ford and Toyota are 2 long-standing automakers that produce both gas and electric-powered vehicles. But Tesla Motors stands apart since it exclusively offers electric cars for sale. Even experts are unsure about what lies ahead for Tesla. What do you think will happen to the company going forward? Tell us in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.